Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
Yo, all right. So I am still in shock right now. What's up, everybody? My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. I'm still in shock from what I just witnessed, what I just saw. I'm sorry if my words are a bit, my delivery's all over the place. I'm still kind of just in the shock. So I watched the games tonight, particularly the Miax fight challenge. That ended about 10:30 over here, which is 11:30 Eastern time. I watched an episode of Could Have Been because I'm trying to catch up on Could Have Been. So I watched the episode of Could Have Been. That took me to about 11:15, 11:30. I went back to sleep to nap, to get my pre-stream nap and stuff like that. So I usually do this, whatever. I slept from 11:30 to 1:30, which is 2:30 Eastern. Got up, brushed my teeth and stuff like that. Just checked my phone. And so first thing I saw was this. It was the good stuff, right? It was the good stuff. So it was, hold on, let me share it with you guys. It was this thing. Kendrick came out for clips. I said, oh, okay, that's cool. Like,
I'm gonna be out there watching with y'all. These my motherfucking people.
I was like, yo, Kendrick, oh, this is so cool, right? This and that. Kendrick came out for clips, pretty cool and stuff like that. He said, I want to enjoy the show. I want to watch with y'all. I just came out to do my verse since it's my city. They said, okay, bet. Cool, right? Then you see right here, the top thing trending in the United States right now is Raja. And it's crazy because the first time I've heard of Raja, for real, like in depth with clips, was earlier today. The first time I heard about Raja it was like Rampage Jackson's son, Raja, says that, he talks about struggling because he doesn't accept his father's money. And in the clip, he's like, I'm just like y'all, bro. Like, I'm broke. I don't take no money from my dad, this and that. Let me see if I can find that clip. Let me see if I can find that clip. It might be difficult to find it now. Raha broke. Let me see. Okay, I found it. Yeah, this is the first time that I kind of like saw him one-on-one. And, of course, I've seen clips of like him and like Rampage, or say Rampage talks to his son about this and that. I've seen that before, but I've never seen just him outright on his stream. This was the first time I saw it.
Hell no, I don't got no bread, bro. I don't got no bread. That's what I'm saying. That's why I be talking to y'all and shit. I'm just like y'all, nigga. Like, my dad got bread. That's his bread. That's not mine. It's not my bread. He's rich. I'm not rich. He's rich. Feel me? I'm not rich yet. That's why I want to get on brand rich, bro. I've been waiting, bro. It's just been rough. It's been hard on me, bro. It's just really been hard on me, bro. I've been low-key, I've been stressed about it. I've been stressed about a lot of shit, you feel me? But I'm showing y'all like the real deal shit.
Why is Kevin Jonas trending? But yeah, so that was the first time I saw him. Hold on, let me see this Kevin Jonas thing. So, so that's the first time I saw him was today on his own stream, clipped up and stuff. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. He just did a solo. Hold on, what does that mean? Oh, dang. Wait, does he not sing solos or something? Sang solo. Oh, solo the song. Okay, see, let me mind my business. Okay, anyways. so that happened, right? I see him for the first time earlier today. I wake up from my nap. This dude's the #1 trending thing on the internet in the United States. I'm like, why is that? Buddy apparently knocked out a fighter, bruh. Like, he knocked out a wrestler to the point where dude was unconscious and hadn't moved in over 15, 20 minutes. I said, what? So first clip I seen, he on the phone in the parking lot pacing. And he just breathing. He like, SSB was happening. Yes, bro. He just, he pacing. He said, hello? He said, bro, buddy ain't moving. He said, oh, my bad, bruh. Buddy done left the venue. He said the clip is crazy, 100%. He said he done left the venue. It's been about 15 minutes. He's by his car. He's about to leave. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this one up. Because obviously I got to pull up I got to be very careful about this, because YouTube is probably going to get everybody out the paint for showing this, because this is insane, 100%. Let me see. But he's like, and if you know anybody that's breathing like that, oh man, they don't even know what's going. He blacked out. Like Raha, he doesn't know what's going on, bro. Like his anger took him over. He does not know what's going on, bro. Let me see if I could see. I'm gonna try to see right here if I could go. I'm gonna just look right here. Like I said, I gotta be careful with this because YouTube gonna get everybody. You said at first you thought it was part of the script, the slam, and then yeah, the slam, 100%. Him coming into the ring and slamming, bro, 100% the script. But then he really started punching him. If you know anything about wrestling, you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying, fake punch, like punch the, you know what I'm saying, punch the side of his face, punch the mat. He's really punching him. And he didn't just do, he said, just play the clip. He said, just play the clip. Hold on. I'm looking for the other joint. I'm looking for him pacing in the thing, because YouTube for sure getting everybody out of here, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's gonna be a lot of people tonight that they get their YouTube taken down, dog. I'm not gonna hold for showing this from showing the clip of the actual thing, because buddy, people thought dude was gone.
Tired of motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them was a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self, because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Come on, man. We leaving, man. We're walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck. You guys trying to jump me and shit?
Let's go.
You ain't gonna do shit to me, bro.
Let's go, Roger.
You can't do shit to me. You can't fuck with me, bro.
Let's go.
You can't fuck with me.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you chopper.
So this was after. This ain't even the clip I'm talking about, though. That ain't even the first clip. The first clip I seen, dude was pacing in the parking lot like, they called him. They said, bro, he's still unconscious. He said, what? He said, I'm sorry, my bad. Bro, he's cooked. He's cooked, bro. And your daddy, Rampage Jackson, you say you might not have no money, but they're going after your daddy money. They're going after your family, bro. It's done. It is cooked. It is cooked, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's unfortunate, but it's like, bro, what the heck was you thinking, bro? Like I say, so many people use the word in the wrong way. Crashing out, the term crashing out. They use it over people that just that what you call like that be yelling or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in basketball, if you like yell at the ref or something, like Tyler Marsh, right? Chicago side coach today. I think that was today, right? Yeah. He got ejected from the game against Connecticut because Elizabeth Williams got hacked. They didn't call it. He ran out onto the court to yell at the refs. Angel Reese had to hold him back. The whole team had to hold him back. He got ejected. People like, oh, he crashed out. He crashed out. This is crashing out. Dude almost unalived somebody and then walked away, still was yelling, got blood all on his white t-shirt. This is a crash out. This is the first clip I saw. Here we go.
I just saw the video.
Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
Oh, okay. Hold on. He said, was he provoked? Shout out Big Nate, by the way, in the building. This is what happened. So I don't know what SSB is saying a lot of it too in chat. But this is what he said. The wrestler, right? They backstage. He said, "Oh, you don't know so-and-so?" He said, "Heck no, I don't know so-and-so." So Buddy, bald head man, gets a beer can, smashes it on Rampage Jackson's son head. Rampage Jackson said, "Oh no, I don't play like that. I don't play like that." They said, "Buddy, chill. He just going with the script because you streaming right now. You on camera. Buddy just in character. Because look, a beer can smash ain't hurt the boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a beer can smash. Now, I get it. In real life, that's disrespectful. That's like someone spitting on you, whatever, woo, right? But like, hold on. Okay, here it goes. I think this is it.
No. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a
So that's where it started. That's why Buddy was mad at him, because the fake local wrestler smashed a beer can on his hand after he say, "Do you know who he is?" He said, "No, I don't know who you is, bro." And he smashed a beer can.
Oh, you don't.
And he said, "You don't know. He's not a funny." So they brought out Rampage Jackson's son to come out in the middle of the show, jump in the ring, body slam, bro, throw a couple fake punches, and then I guess he was gonna go back to his seat. That was part of the show. Buddy ends up body slamming him. Like SSB said, when his head hit the ring, he kind of went stiff because he slammed him head first, and then he throwing real punches, bro. You see, was this part of the script? Like, see, I don't think the beer can thing was a part of the script, but him jumping in the ring and body slamming him and throwing fake punches, that was part of the script. But he really punched him 20 times in the head after he slammed him head first on the ring. So he already like this. He conscious, he unconscious, he's stiff at that point. He punched him 22 times like this, bro. That's what he did. And it was blood everywhere. Oh man. Like I said, you can see the blood on his shirt.
Understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
He said flatline, bro. When I said, "Oh my goodness, what in the world just happened?"
My bad.
He said, "My bad." And this is the first time he actually came down after the situation. Just 15 minutes after, he's still breathing, like he's still coming down from being that mad.
I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it very much.
I'll call you back later.
I just saw the video.
I ain't never seen something like that, bro. Like, that was some out of pocket animalistics. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? 22 times is excessive, but people have to understand some might react differently. If you're gonna react differently, if you can't hold, you know what I'm saying, your your anger to the point of slamming somebody and then hitting them 22 times in the head, you don't need to be in no scripted wrestling thing, bro. You need to be in street fights. But this ain't no street fights thing. This is fake. This is scripted. This is pro wrestling. Again, what was all this communicated? Apparent, you know what I'm saying? The whole event could have been way worse as well. Imagine if Raha was from the streets. Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. Like if Raha wasn't Rampage, like, I think being Rampage's son, like, I don't know, bro. It's like being Rampage's son as well, having a cameraman push you away when they were still talking and everything like that. Promoters going to be in big trouble, because if someone said the promoters told him to punch him, to really throw a punch. I know for a fact ain't no one told him to punch him 22 times. Rashad, I saw a fan literally throw a boulder at Kevin Nash on pay-per-view. See, that's ridiculous, bro. Wrestlers are going to go after script writers and promoters. They have to, bro. Buddy, that was dangerous, dog. I want to clear up the misinformation about my son, Raha. I've been confirmed that the wrestler Stuart Smith, aka Psycho Stu, is awake and stable. Raha is unexpectedly hit the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. Raha was told he could get his payback in the ring. I thought it was a part of the show. It was bad judgment and a work that went wrong. Raha is an MMA fighter and not a pro wrestler and had no business being involved in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical contact. As a father, I'm deeply concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern is to show is now that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. I apologize on his behalf and to Kick for the situation, because I think his son got banned from Kick after this. So yeah, that's the thing. Someone said your son going to jail. But no, this was an actual, like I said, this was an actual what they call it, crash out. Let me see. Also, those guys were trying to jump Raha are weak. Most of these guys can't fight. We've seen it with CM Punk. Honestly, Rampage should put down the streaming and work on his son. Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but the thing is that Kick. Here's what I said this about Kick the other day, bro. When the French streamer, you know what I'm saying, his life ended or whatever on stream because he just with a bunch of young dudes just punching him and stuff like that, and he an old man and stuff like that. So it was, well, he not an old man, he was like 42. So it was the French streamer dude, and then a girl, she got sued for hitting people with a paintball gun, bystanders on Kick on live stream. She got arrested for that. Kick was in trouble for that. Shoot, Kick really should have got a little more in trouble than they did for Aiden Ross friend, the boy that goes on the little monkey, the monkey app. What's his name? I'm looking at his face right now, but I forgot his name. But he went on the monkey app, and something crazy happened with that. He ends up getting banned, but he was back on by the end of the week. That happened. SSB said Drake deleted his Kick. Yeah, Drake just deleted his Kick this week or last week or something like that. Bro, Kick as a platform, their whole thing to be the rival to Twitch was we aren't gonna have as many rules as Twitch. Like that. That's why you come over here at Kick. You can gamble on Kick. You can say this word on Kick. You can say these words on Kick. You can do whatever you want on Kick. Kick is the real. It's the uncensored. This and that. Woo woo. You can do everything on Kick except for OF type content, right? OF level type content. So I don't know. I say all this to say it's a reason why there's rules, bro. It's a reason why there's rules. It's not a good look on both sides, 100%. The French streamer passed away. Yep. Then Drake and Aiden Ross playing politics. And now this incident in a short time. All it takes is one politician to go after Kick 100%. Drake is strategic. He's not dumb. He knows the writing is on the wall, in my opinion. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. But yeah, this is the crazy part about it. After he smashed him on the head with the beer can, he apologized 3 times.
He always think that we're working over here like it's part of the fucking storyline.
Just keep quiet. What kind of homo stuff?
But look, he's been mad the whole night.
No, bro. Go ahead,
so that was the first time.
He always think it's a work, dude.
So that was the first time. Then he came up again.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's gonna all work out, dude. Yeah, hello.
So here's the third time he apologized.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were
I don't know how someone can be that mad for that long. Like you that mad where you. Now I understand. I ain't even gonna lie. If Rampage or Rampage son, if Raha got to it in the backstage and everything like that, He say CTE, it's gotta be, bro. Cause if he got to it back then, it would have made sense. Like that's a fair time to be mad. You mad in the moment. No, 3 hours later, you still that mad? Ain't no way. It's got to be CTE, bro. That's what social media, parasocial relationships will be the end of society, bro. It's just crazy. Bro. Like, I'm just still. We spent 20 minutes on this. This wasn't even on my little thing of stuff to talk about tonight. But I was so in shock when I saw it. I just had to bring it up. It's the biggest thing going on right now and on social media. But I'm just like, I can't move past it mentally because like it just, I don't know, it disturbed me, bro, to be honest. And yeah. So that was it. He's for sure at minimum getting sued. I'm reading the comments on Rampage in another tab. Justice for this man, more black people stuff. And then this, of course, opens the realm of racism again. Can you check if Rampage? He did. He was on with Sneeko. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the moment he found out. He found out on stream with Sneeko. Here it is.
Face. My son broke somebody's face. I don't got. Hey, we on the ground. I don't got service. Well, he didn't murder somebody.
Wait, hold on. They playing that high all the time song. Hold on. Let me fast forward.
I can't call. Hey, what's going on? Right, I saw that. All right.
That's what I was saying. This time was bad.
So this is how they saw it. Like they looking at it right there. Oh, but I ain't gonna lie. If you see Sneeko react like that, it's bad, bro. Sneeko got no more. Sneeko don't care about nothing. His whole brain is being edgy and not caring.
I hope it stays because sometimes people do hardcore. Some people do hardcore pro wrestling. Chat.
That man, Sneeko, look at Sneeko. Hey.
Chat. Was that hardcore?
Oh my goodness, bro. All right. Okay. All right. I think I've personally calmed down from the shock. 23 minutes of talking it out. I'm so glad. Thank you for everybody's patience, chat's patience and stuff. I was just like, what the heck? Rampage was trying to find a coping mechanism by saying hardcore wrestling. Yeah, bro. You had to, because it's like, what else you gonna say? Like, if that's your son in that position, you like, dang. Because as Rampage, you already know what the headline's gonna be. Rampage Jackson's son. Like, he already knows, so he trying to get ahead of it. Like, imagine, you know what I'm saying, your sibling, one of your family members do something crazy, now your name in it, and you're like, oh, I already know what's gonna happen. What I think happens next, I think, okay, I don't know if he's going to get arrested. Raha's going to get arrested, but I definitely would guess what's going to happen next. He's got to get sued. He's going to get sued because Raha was the highest profile person at the event. Even though he said he's not getting money and he's just like us, and that's why he's streaming to get money. Him being Rampage Jackson's son and this going viral and this being the number one thing on the internet right now, he's going to get sued. Like, so that's going to happen. Also, I think obviously the public pressure of opinion with the entire race element, just to keep it a being, like somebody's going to get sued. So Raha's going to get sued for that. Is he going to get arrested? I don't know how the law works out in LA and California. I don't know how he's like, can you arrest him after the fact and this and that? I don't know. But he's gonna get sued. It's gonna be probably gonna go to court. I think he's banned. He's gonna be banned for at least a week or two. I think, you know, his dad Rampage, he's gonna be on kick still, like, because he didn't do anything on his stream or nothing like that. So I don't know what Rampage is gonna do. I don't know, like you said Rampage needs to take a break from streaming. I don't know if Rampage is gonna keep streaming every day like he has been. It's crazy because Rampage and Kyrie Irving have done, like, I felt like a great job of like adapting to the streaming world this offseason, or like, you know, this kind of summer and stuff like that. But it's crazy how it ended like this for Rampage. Like, it's always something that goes over the top that like slows down the channel. You think Rampage's channel is done? I don't think it's done. Oh, you're saying lawyers are gonna tell him to shut it down? Oh, that makes sense. They're like, just be quiet, just lay low. And let me see if his page is up right now. Kick Rampage. Let me see. Yeah, his page up right now. Yeah. I've only been on Kick one time before this. And the last time I was on Kick, it was when Donald Trump was on Aiden Ross's stream. That's the only time I've been on Kick, like on the actual website. His page won't get deleted. He just won't stream. Yeah. I agree with that. They're going to tell him to be quiet. They don't tell him to be quiet. They ain't going to say nothing for a little while. But goodness gracious, that was just like, I don't know. It's rattling for sure. But that's what I think is going to happen. The little kid. Raja's definitely going to get sued. They're probably going to, you know, Rampage probably going to put him in therapy and some programs and stuff like that to work with them. But like you guys said, if it's CTE, what can you do? Like, his brain's just damaged. It's just brain damage, bro. Like, it ain't nothing you could do after that, bro. So yeah. There's that. I'm gonna move on to the next thing because it's been 27 minutes on this, and we got the rest of the the regular stuff that I had pulled up for the rest of the stream to talk about. Let me see if anything else. Okay. I'm gonna move on now. All right, this was very interesting. I saw this yesterday, but I didn't know what it was about, and then I got it today because I saw it again, and I was like, "Oh, that's what's going on." There is a reporter that is on Drake's head and has been for the past few months, bro, allegedly speaking. And this, so I'm gonna pull it up, right? So here we.
Hello.
What's his name? Does he have his name here anyway? This is the deep picture. All right, I guess the deeper picture. Oh, that's just the dude that posts. Okay. Credit to Canada Cop Watch on Reddit for catching. OG post Davis Lewis Wall on Insta. Shout out to David Lewis Wall. But this is what, like, blah, 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 blah. Send him to scene. I'll shut up.
Hello, everybody. I'm at court today, March 27th, 2025. Drake, famous singer, is in family court today with his ex-wife, I guess. Don't really know her name. In courtroom 103, family court. They've banned the public from the courtroom. No public can watch this. Divorce? I guess. I'm not sure because I'm not allowed in the courtroom. This is not a good day. And I believe it's unconstitutional to not allow the public in the courtroom just because they're famous. Oh, hello. Oh my God, great. How are you? Oh, that's hilarious. He just walked by.
All right. So yeah. It's crazy. Drake walked by him. So this is what this is about. He said this video looks old. This video's from March of 2025. Like he said the date on it. So apparently this guy, he was going to the court or whatever. I don't know if he's like a reporter or something like that, but he was going to the court, and at the courthouse he got kicked out one time, and he said, "Why am I getting kicked out?" And they said, "Because this is that woo woo." So he started documenting him not being able to get into the court, and that Drake was specifically at family court, right? So with that, we can put 2 and 2 together, meet the grams, right? Of Kendrick saying that Drake has a daughter that he's hiding. Now, okay. Let me cover this up. Drake allegedly has a daughter that he's hiding, according to Kendrick Lamar, the rap battle, and like he rapped and Meet the Grams last year, right? Drake said, "Oh yeah, we fed you the information. Tell him that I got a daughter. I don't have a daughter. Show the proof. Show the proof." He's in family court, and he's been in family court this year, and the public hasn't been able to go in. This one guy who's been reporting about it has been exposing, bro. So there it is, right there. He's been doing this for months. Like, there's multiple videos of this. I'm trying to see if there's another video. But I saw the videos yesterday. And I was like, what is this? What's going on? And someone confirmed it as well with this. March 10th, 2025. You know, I grew up non-confrontational. You see the haircut, it's the same haircut. It's 2025. Someone said, I thought it could be more split for his time of his son, and maybe the mother of a child wants more money. I could be wrong though. That could be the case as well. We don't know because Buddy's not allowed in the courtroom. You know, I grew up non-confrontational and always treated this game as a sport where my pen won gold. But these days, the podium has been hard for all of us to ignore. I understand that the next chapter may leave us feeling uneasy, but I hope you see my honesty as clarity, not charity, that answers some questions, especially about the unanswered texts you've been sending me. And then he put the little... So this girl ain't his BM. Now she got to be the daughter with him too. All right, chill out. Y'all boys got to be dumber than a bag of rocks. Where's the daughter? You schizophrenic? Okay, all right. Need love and okay, all right. He needs a therapist. But this guy's been going on for multiple videos and stuff like that. So I saw it and I was just like, oh snap! Like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Hold on. Let me go to this dude's page and see if he's posting more stuff. Someone was like, I wonder why. There's one of him in the snow. There was like a video of him speaking in the snow. Let me see if I can find it. All right. I ain't going to go too far because I don't want to go too deep into the what they call the K-bots side of the internet and things of that sort. But yeah, that drawing kind of looks like his baby mama. Oh yeah, they drew out the lady. Yeah. Let me see. Drake is 47, moving like he's 25. That's what Kendrick said. That was the whole thing. Drake still moving like he a kid, bro. That's what Joe Budden said about what is it called? For All the Dogs. That's what he's saying about For All the Dogs. He like, bro, you still rapping like a 25-year-old. And then Drake came back with the Scary Hours 3. I ain't gonna lie, Scary Hours 3 was hard. That was Drake's best work. That's been Drake's best work in a minute. Dare I say his best work since like nothing was the same. His best work since Views, at least. But he snapped. I ain't gonna lie. I give Drake his credit right there. That Scary Hours 3 was crazy. It's like he gave us what we wanted. What a certain like kind of, because with Drake, it's like you came up as a rapper. You came up as a backpack rapper. And then so you find success in pop, you stay pop, you steal other people's sound to stay relevant from all over different regions of the world and stuff like that. Kind of take it as your own, run with it. And then it's like you never quite returned to rap. Like you always just threw out one rap song on every project and that was it. And it's like, bro, you could rap for real. Like, why not use your talents to use your talents instead of stealing other people's stuff? That's how that was my like problem issues musically with Drake. And I felt like with Scary Hours 3, he just got tired of like people saying that about him and he just snapped. And he was just rapping. I just loved it, bro. Like, yeah, That to me was the best Drake, bro. That's the best Drake. But anyways, yeah. That's going on right now. So I was like, oh snap, that's crazy. Yeah, because I didn't catch on until a day later. The second day I saw it, and I was like, oh snap, that's what they're saying about him. There was Glasses Malone. He apologized to Kendrick live on the air. And this, I wasn't even expecting to say all this right now. But I want to pull it up. Yeah, here it is right here. He said, I'm sorry. So this was after, I guess, they brought up this situation of this dude outside the courtroom saying that Drake was in family court, right? He said, I'm sorry I ever doubted you about your whole daughter situation. And Kendrick tasting him back and said, what the heck you talking about? Yeah, he said, what the heck you talking about? He said, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. And there it is. Let me see if there's a clip. There is a clip, though. Because I was just watching the clip. Glasses Malone. Oh, here it is, right?
Person to the people that hate on him. It's okay. He is a fucking great person to hate on. He's uber successful. He gonna keep you going. But you cannot confuse Angel. Your is spelled U-Y-O-U-R-E with an apostrophe. U-R. That's how you pronounce it. But when it's a nigga telling you the truth, that company would not do
Drake music though.
I ain't gonna lie.
Every last great record maker.
Yeah, see, this is 5 minutes. I ain't about to listen to that. But that's what happened. They found out about the thing or the woo, everything like that. And he texted bro. He said, I'm sorry. And he like, what you talking about? I don't know what you talking about. So that's what's going on with that. Next, Akademiks has been interrogated. I've seen these clips all day, but I didn't watch the clips because I wanted to react to them on stream. But he's being interrogated apparently by like Meg's people, allegedly. So yeah.
And keep to yourself, right?
Jeez Louise.
I've said this anywhere I've ever been and asked.
Right. You say it basically anywhere and anywhere you've ever been and as loudly and publicly as you can, correct?
Yeah. If I'm speaking my personal opinion, yeah, of course.
Okay. And just so that I'm clear, you were not present on June 12th, 2020 when Miss Pete was shot, right?
No, I wasn't.
This makes people apparently interrogated him for like okay, you went out for a sec. So how I ended the last one, Glasses Malone, he like, I guess they saw the videos that I saw of the dude outside of family court, and he texted Kendrick, I'm sorry for ever doubting you. And Kendrick texting him back, man, what the heck is you talking about? With some laughing emojis and stuff like that. And I think it was, in regards to them believing like the child came out. Or it could have just been regular, trash talk. And they're like, man, Kendrick was really right about Drake. So that's how the last thing get it. This segment is about Akademiks. He was interrogated by Meg Thee Stallion's people and stuff like that. And I guess Akademiks released the clips from the interrogation himself.
You weren't at the party, correct?
No.
You weren't in the car, right? You weren't on the street, correct?
No.
You weren't a witness at all whatsoever, right?
I was not.
So you couldn't actually say that you knew that Tory did not shoot Miss Pete because you weren't present, right?
Yeah, I'm not unequivocally saying that it didn't happen. What I'm saying is,
I'm sorry. Hold on. Start again because there was something I didn't hear clearly. Go ahead.
I wouldn't say, 100%. This is the fact. I
don't know who she is, to be honest, bro.
Telling you my personal opinion and my belief. That chick is a liar, and I don't believe liars. So, her story. Again, I accept the verdict. I accept all of this stuff. I don't accept a liar. I think she's a liar. She was a liar then. She's a liar now. She's going to be a liar tomorrow. And yeah, that's it.
Do you believe she perjured herself on the stand at the criminal trial? Is that reason?
I wouldn't know. That would be something the prosecutors would have to answer. But that, we've rarely seen.
And man, Axe said 10 toes. He said, yeah, I think she a liar. That's pretty brave of him. But hey, what are you gonna say? You gonna switch up and lie? Can't lie. You're gonna make it worse for yourself. All right, here's another clip.
Told him I wouldn't be on my phone while I'm answering questions. But
I guess this is him responding to the interrogation.
These lawyers, they couldn't either hold their bladder or they all needed.
It's sped up, so I don't know what he's saying. I know y'all don't know what he's saying because I don't know what he's saying. I'm gonna turn it up.
I told him I wouldn't be on my phone while I'm answering questions. But these lawyers, they couldn't either hold their bladder or they all needed food. I think somebody did number 2 or something while we were doing it. They're like, yo, we need some more time. We gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, damn, yo, what y'all got in the cafeteria up there at the Rock Nation lawyer offices? They could hold their bladders break after break after break. So on one of the breaks, I posted, yo, they're asking me crazy shit up in here about Drake. Everybody, listen, I was.
Remember when they folks interrogated Ye? They interrogated Kanye, and he was on the Zoom and everything like that. And Kanye was on his phone, and they said, Mr. West, Mr. Ye, please get off your phone. And he said, no, I don't feel like it. You know, it looked like one of them things.
I'm gonna tell the world. Look what she says. And this is where I realized we got you. Y'all are liars. Tell Des. If you're the lawyer for Megan Pete, why would you need to tell Des? Who's Des? The only Des that I know, and I could be wrong. Desiree Perez, the co-founder and chief executive officer of Rock Nation. So you did this. So with y'all sitting there with me for 7 hours claiming that y'all had zero affiliation. And that, yes, even if y'all did represent Rock Nation, this is a Meg Thee Stallion thing. My conduct in that deposition, y'all are in an internal chat reporting, go tell Rock Nation CEO this. Akademiks is posting about the deposition. Come on, gang. Come on. When I tell y'all that Rock Nation, Desiree Perez, in my belief, is lining the whole industry up, and everything, even the Meg Thee Stallion, the Halle Baileys of the world, if you connect it to Rock Nation, trust me, they're cooking up some type of poisonous secret sauce to get your ass. Y'all think I'm lying? Well, here it is in 4K. The lawyers of Megan Thee Stallion, because I posted a story saying, yo, I'm in this deposition, they're asking about Drake. She says, tell Des. I said he couldn't get to the end of the depot without posting about it. All these names, you know, it'll be interesting to figure out who these people are. Kayla Fleming, Julian Scholem, Joseph Bashi. They're probably pretty good. They're probably pretty good guys. I have nothing wrong with Quinn Emanuel, but I could tell that Rock Nation is a puppeteer pulling them strings. That's not Auntie Out Chat. This particular deposition, I'm not a defendant. I'm not an involved party. They claim that I might have discoverable evidence. That's why they've subpoenaed me. And the subpoena required me to do a deposition that they should have been asking me about my knowledge of any information that could help or hurt the defendant or the plaintiff. And the people they asked me about was people like Nicki Minaj, Drizzy Drake. Hey, did Drake ever pay you? Did he ever do this? Who is Grand Wizard Chat Nigga? What else they asked me? Well, they asked me everything. But I didn't focus on the case. They asked me mostly about Tory. It's a little bit odd to me. But anyway, if anyone, you know, because sometimes people think I'm cool, like, yo, Wack, he was making shit up. In the deposition for Meg, they're saying tell Desiree. And by the way, chat, even with a little bit of, you know, essential water in my system, 5 hours in, I spotted that mistake. It was on the screen for 3 seconds. I mentally timestamped it. I got it. I got it. Yo, let me in the Slack channel. I want to be up in the Slack channel. I can't get in here. Yo, they ain't gonna let me in the Slack channel though. So they ain't gonna let me in the Slack channel. I want to be up in there Marie bad. I want to be up in there.
They ain't gonna let me in the Slack channel. It's crazy. Ack is hilarious. All right, so that's what's going on, right? Or like he said, if you couldn't take it, if you couldn't catch up, because you know it's sped up and stuff. On the 7-hour deposition that Akademiks was online, they said we have no, we not Rock Nation. This is about Meg Thee Stallion. This is about Meg Thee Stallion. He said, okay, cool. They accidentally shared their screen and showed the Slack group message. And for 3 seconds, and in the Slack group message, they said, tell Des. And he said, so he, in his mind, was like, Des, they must be talking about Desiree Perez for Rock Nation. And he said, oh, I knew this was Rock Nation. This is the Rock Nation will crumble, all the things. Me personally, I think I don't even want to speak on that, bro. But yeah, I don't even want to speak on it, bro. All right, next thing next. Erick Sermon, he's speaking on ageism and hip hop. And yeah.
Reflect and get things back into perspective. But I'm glad that the clips, y'all have to think the clips, because even though Pete Rock and Common set it off, and you had people like Nas with the King disease, the clips came at the right time for Raekwon to come, for
Ghostface.
For Ghostface to come and make an impact. Hey, Lexus, I love you. Dad loves you. And then and for the Mobb Deep to come, and then for Dynamic Duos to get heard. We needed the Clips to do what they did at 52 and 48 years old. It don't matter how old you are. As you can see, if you make great material, then if y'all don't want to do it, then again, it takes us to do it. Exactly. So, and don't look at us about, we the only genre to be like, yo, how old you? Nah, nigga. They don't say old school Sting, old school Madonna.
What's the name came this year too? Slick Rick. Shout out Slick Rick.
Paul McCartney, old school Cher. It's just Barbra Streisand. It's just the name. So enough of that. Stop hating. I'll be back soon, but don't forget, we have a date for Dynamic Duos, September. Apion Crockett, I need you. I need you for all my skits. So I can.
He ain't finished the album. He got a date for it. He ain't finished the album. This man ain't finished that. He talking about, yeah, my new album coming out September 24th, y'all, on Instagram Live. He looking at Apion Crockett in the chat. Apion, I need you for the skits for the album. But anyways, man, shout out to Erick Sermon, man. Whatever she says, that I'm that, and then singing everything to react. Whoop, whoop, beep, whoop, whoop, beep, beep. All right, I ain't gonna do the full thing, but y'all know Erick Sermon, man, hip hop legend, rap legend. This is crazy because I did a story like last year, like 2024, right, at BET or whatever, about ageism in hip hop, and I posted the Lecrae clip in shorts earlier this week. And in it, you know, I'm just asking older rappers about like kind of where they are in their careers and life. Like T.I. asked him about his daughter performing at the BET Awards that week. Then I asked 2 Chainz about his business venture, about the Smoothie King Center. And then I asked Smoothie King at the Hawks thing, and it was owned by him. Like he owned the franchise inside the State Farm Arena. Then I asked Killer Mike and Lecrae straight up, because I had more time with them, just about aging within hip hop. So I wrote the story about aging within hip hop and stuff like that. You know, hip hop was only 50 years old at the time, and you know, they gave great answers. And this was also around the time where Andre 3000 came back with the Flute album, and he said, I'm 48, what I'm gonna rap about? Getting a you know, what do you say, getting a colonoscopy. He said, I have nothing to rap about, I'm old, like my life isn't cool anymore. So I put all of this together to make the story, and I put it out. Obviously, Mike saw it, Killer Mike saw it, and then he posted, he was like, I don't really care too much about this ageism and hip hop conversation and being old in hip hop. Like, just make great art. It is what it is. Like, forget what everybody else talking about. And he's kind of dismissing it as if it wasn't a conversation. It's clearly been a conversation. Erick Sermon just brought it up again so years later. Other people talking about the Clips album were talking about it this year, like Tyler Creator and different other people and stuff. It's a discussion. Like, ageism is a thing in hip hop. Like, people bullied Jid for a long time for being like 32. Like, Jid was 32 or whatever when he popped, and people were like, he's old. And I asked Jid about that, and he said, I don't know why we do it. And he said maybe the Willie Lynch theory or something. I don't know why we do that, but yeah. Yeah, shout out to Jib on that as well, by the way. But yes, here's the Erick Sermon Dynamic Duo's new album. He said it features Nate Dogg, Biggie Smalls, Tupac. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I didn't even realize this feature list is crazy. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. Rest in peace, Biggie Smalls. Rest in peace, Tupac. Rest in peace, Prodigy. Mobb Deep, Clips, Lil Wayne, Styles P, Jadakiss, Jay Electronica, The Game, UGK, Public Enemy. Shouts out to Flavor Flav, 38 Special, Conway Rasheen, Sean Price, Freeway, and PD Crack. Is coming out September 19th. I ain't gonna lie, this is a crazy list, bro. Crazy list. Whatever she says, then I'm that. So I'm excited for this album. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even know if I listened to the full Slick Rick joint. I think I just heard like the Nas one, and I never revisited it. I did listen to Raekwon and Ghostface. One thing that I was confused about with Wu-Tang was they did the Wu-Tang final tour, like the farewell tour for Wu-Tang, an arena tour, sold out and stuff like that. Salute to Wu-Tang, the legends and stuff. after the tour is when Raekwon released his album, I think, or at the end of the tour. And then Ghostface just released his this Friday after the tour. I don't understand why they released their new albums after tour. Like, I would have, if you knew you were working on an album, you were going to have it done, why not, you know what I'm saying, finish the album and then tour with it? I don't know. That's what I did, because you could promote the new album, you could perform a couple new songs off of it while doing all the classics and Wu-Tang Cult, because they're all featured on each other's album, if I'm not mistaken. Like Ghostface, Redman's doing the intro for his album, and I think on Raekwon's he's got a couple of the Wu on there as well. So it's like you could have done something with that, but hey, the legends are the legends. You got to let legends do what they do. It was one song on the Face album where he sounds like he's like rapping over like Dougie Fresh beatboxing. I'm not sure if it's Dougie Fresh because I don't think he announced himself as Dougie Fresh. Yeah. What's that, SSB? But he's rapping over the beatbox, and I thought that was cool. And then the last one, I think the last song of the album was talking about friends, like real friends and stuff like that, and it was amazing, bro. Oh, the police are looking for Raha right now. Oh, it's over with. It's over with, bro. It is over with. The police, if the police looking for him, you're done. Let me see. I'm about to look this up right now. Raha usually mad calm, but you can tell he was seeing red here. Yeah, 100%. Below, here's the full thing of what happened. Police are looking for Raha. See, I can't go off. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something from a legitimate source saying the police looking for him. I see people saying they're looking for him, but it's like clip pages and stuff like that. I can't trust them all the way. Rampage ended his stream like this. Twitter is posting live updates. I see it, but I can't. You gotta be careful with stuff like that. I'll just wait for it. Oh, he's under police investigation. But where's the report though? Oh, Akademiks. Let me see. No, I don't see nothing. Yeah, you got to be careful with stuff like that, because yeah. He said there's a clip on Rampage and Sneeko stream. I'm still shocked. Oh, the police looking for him. Oh yeah, that's bad. That's bad. But yeah. You know, just kind of putting a button on this. I like the Rampage. Rampage. The Face song that he had about friends at the end of the album. I like the fact that they just putting out music again. Shouts out to LL Cool J too. Like Erick Sermon ain't shot him out, but LL Cool J dropped last year and it was a big deal, and a lot of people love that album. Common, Pete Rock, LL Cool J, Slick Rick, Nas doing the King Disease, the 3-peat with Hit Boy. Hit Kid. Wait, no, Hit Boy. I'm sorry, Hit Kid. Shout out Memphis. You know, I don't know. I think it's a beautiful thing that we're seeing now of aging gracefully within hip hop. Killer Mike, Lecrae just dropped a great album at 45. Ye's in this. Ye almost 50. Jay-Z is in his 50s. You know, I think it's a great thing. It's a great thing for us to be able to age within this. Because Childish Gambino, he said this show was his last one. The Camp Flog now. That's what he hinted at. He said this is the last one. Or at least the last festival. I don't want it to be, bro, because, and he said, I think it's time to put a button on the Childish Gambino chapter and the Childish Gambino character. And he said he didn't want to be performing Bonfire at 50 or, you know, old age. And I'm like, dang, who are we gonna go see live then when we get, you know what I'm saying, Lord willing, if we make it to old age? Like, we want to be able to go to concerts and stuff like that. Like, my mom, them folks got, like, them artists still touring. I love to see my favorite artist still touring when I'm older. Give me something to do, bro. Give me something to do in 2025? Give me something to do in 2020 and 2040 and 2050. Like, let me have something to do 2060, 2070. You know what I'm saying? I'd love something to do then. But yeah. Shouts out to everybody doing it. Real rap, hip hop, aging within hip hop gracefully, man. Shout out Erick Sermon. Best of luck with your new album. Okay. Some silly stuff now. A missing Texas woman was found alive in a Scottish forest living with the self-proclaimed leaders of the lost quote-unquote African tribe. Cora Taylor says she's living happily with her new king and queen. Taylor, 21, left the United States with her 1-year-old and claims to be a part of the Kingdom of Kubala. The Kingdom of Kubala claims to be a lost Hebrew tribe that aims to, some folks be taking like a mushroom. You ever seen someone that discovers psychedelics for the first time? And they're like, yo, these mushrooms, like these shrooms, bro, you just take one. But it opened your mind to a whole nother level. Some people just take that way too far. The Kingdom of Kubala claims to be a lost Hebrew tribe that aims to retake the land they saw expropriated when Queen Elizabeth I expelled native black Jacobites from England in the 1950s, The Independent reported. Taylor began communicating in 2023 with the so-called Kingdom of Kubala leader King Atani, a former opera singer and PR agent from Ghana, whose real name is Kofi Yufa, and his wife, Jean Gasso, who also goes by Queen Nandi. In May, she decided to make the move. It's very stressful and difficult. It breaks our heart. We're overly concerned about Cora, but she doesn't think anyone is concerned about her, Taylor told The Independent. So this lady went missing, and she's been doing this the whole time.
I am the inferior mistress.
And she's 21. She's still a kid. If you don't get you was not grown.
And I also play as a surrogate for the queen. I'm also the bondwoman of the king, which means I do not have the formal title of a wife, but he is my husband. And we are a tribe.
The Kingdom of Kubala has been on a pilgrimage to our lost heritage, following the roots of our ancestors back to the land where Jacob, our forefather, laid his stone, the stone of scorn, and he blessed it with oil. After he poured the oil, he said, one day, the Messiah, his son.
I know her mama looking at this mad. If our mama if our mama is still, you know what I'm saying, Lord willing, everything like that, still kicking, still around and stuff like that, I know she just like, girl, if you don't get
Shiloh shall return to Scotland, and he shall build back the lost heritage, the lost kingdom, the last kingdom of Scotland.
Imagine you see your child, 21 years old, 1-year-old. She's still a baby and she got a baby. And she over here doing this. Where is the baby? 100%. Ridiculous. Let me see. She's found living in Scottish. Details of discovery. This and that. So 2023, she began talking to him. May, she left. They went to the UK. And then, so she was missing for 3 months. She knows she gonna get a whooping. You know you're gonna get a whooping. If you don't get from that man's foot and come back to Texas, let me see this. See if I can see the full story. You know you're gonna get a whooping. Playing around. This ain't no game. The Independent. Exclusive. A missing Texas mom was found living in a lost African tribe. Now her family speaks out. She knows she's gonna get a whooping for this. A missing Texas woman was found living in the self-proclaimed leaders of the lost quote-unquote African tribe in the Scottish forest. Insists she is there by her own free will, despite her family's fears that she is lost to the sect forever. Cora Taylor was recently found living in the woods with the group, vanishing from their home 3 months ago, leaving relatives distraught. It is very stressful, quote unquote, and difficult. It breaks our heart. We're overly concerned for Cora, but she doesn't think anyone is concerned about her. Taylor's aunt, Terry Allen, told The Independent. In a message posted to Facebook after the 21-year-old Taylor, a mother to a 1-year-old, who she took with her to Scotland, she did not say she was missing, lashed out at reports that she, quote unquote, disappeared. I'm very happy with my king and queen. I was never missing. I fled an abusive, toxic family. Let's see. Yeah, she gonna get a whooping, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I left an abusive, toxic family. You 21. For those of y'all don't, 21, you just removed from being a teenager. You're just removed from being a teenager. And you know how teenagers go with their family. Especially nowadays in 2025, your mama say you can't get McDonald's. You say child abuse. You finna call it, man. Come on, bro. You can't be on your phone. Now, why you get pregnant? You not married. And they talking down on her and patronizing her. Oh, this is a toxic environment. Man, maybe they just trying to talk some sense into. How about that? You don't know everything at 21. Surprise, surprise. You might be old enough to drink. You still don't know everything at 21. Surprise. You're not even old enough in most cases to graduate, get a bachelor's degree at 21. If you went to school at high school until 18 and you went into a 4-year program for college, more than if you don't do summer school and multiple classes and stuff, it's going to take you 4 years. You're going to be 22, 23 years old when you graduate college. So this is crazy, bro. You still young. She don't even realize this. She don't even know what's going on. She brainwashed, kissing this man's feet in the forest. If you don't get up and put some shoes, come back to America, bring your child back. Better come back to Texas. All right, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm saying the same thing. Taylor wrote following a video message telling UK authorities to leave her alone in the woods in Jedburgh, 40 miles south of Edinburgh. She added that she is, quote unquote, an adult, not a helpless child. Okay, she thinks she know everything. You grown. I could tell why you was in a quote unquote. All right, now I ain't even gonna say. However, Allen on Thursday pushed back stridently against those assertions, describing her niece's younger years as quote unquote very sheltered and protected. I told you, man. See, I already do. See, folks be knowing, man. She said Taylor was quote unquote brought up in church, but not their religion, not this thing that they're going. It's a bunch of hogwash. Look at her, a child. Speaking to the Independent from her Dallas area home, Allen said Taylor kept it, quote unquote, totally hidden from the family that she was communicating in 2023 with the so-called Kingdom of Kubala leader, King Atani, a former opera singer and PR agent from Ghana, whose real name is Kofi Ofo, and his wife, Jean Gasso, who goes by Queen Nandi. Queen Nandi did not respond to a request for comment, and email seeking a comment from King Atani bounced back in a undeliverable crazy. The king of Kingdom of Kubala claims that to be a lost Hebrew tribe that aims to retake the land that was expropriated when Queen Elizabeth I expelled the native black Jacobites from England in the 1950s. The trio in Jedburgh hoped to add numbers by bringing other supposed lost tribes back to their purported ancestral homeland. And this girl in Texas, she ain't got nothing to do with this nonsense. You ain't got nothing to do with this. If you don't come back to Dallas, Allen says she thanks Taylor, who now answers to Asnat of Etani, handmaiden of Queen Nandi. She discovered the group online through a high school classmate. Lord of mercy. She then cut herself off very suddenly from loved ones, refusing to attend family gatherings and stop celebrating the holidays altogether. Allen recalled at this time Taylor was living with her aunt, Vandora Skinner, Allen's sister. In a separate interview with The Independent, Skinner said, quote unquote, she went missing in May, but she wasn't missing at all. She left to go live with these people. Taylor, who lived with Skinner during her teenage years, was, according to her aunt, quote unquote, a very, very unruly teen who could be very disrespectful. I already know that, but was always given a lot of latitude at home. See, you can't fool me, bro. I saw the play from a mile away. She lived in a 4-bedroom house with her own room, and maybe I shouldn't have been as light as I was. Dang, Skinner said. I allow her boyfriends to come over, but maybe I shouldn't have. That's why she got a kid now. But I did get her to graduate high school. Taylor tried to get her then boyfriend to relocate to the Scottish Forest with her, but he was turned off by King Atini and Queen Nandi's quote-unquote ungodly rituals and decided against it. According to Skinner, the 21-year-old then ended the relationship, and in May, she moved to Scotland. She lost with their then 8-month-old daughter, whose father was no longer in the picture, Skinner said. About 2 days later, Skinner said Taylor texted her saying, quote-unquote, we had to get out and explore a little bit. When Skinner asked where she was, she didn't get a response. Yeah, you're going to get a whooping when you come back to Texas. She said she would call me when she got connected to the Wi-Fi, but then I never heard from her again, Skinner said. Skinner did, however, hear from Taylor's best friend, who spoke to her every day. So when the friend started asking about Skinner about Taylor, she said she knew something wasn't quite right. The friends told Skinner that Taylor had talked about going live to live, or quote unquote, with these people, but that she didn't know any further. And I said, what people? And they said they didn't know. So I started calling around. Skinner went on. I called her ex-boyfriend, and that's when he told me about the Kingdom's Facebook page and that she was going to UK to look up the Facebook page, and sure enough, there she was. Skinner immediately told Alan, who passed the news along to their other sister, Taylor's mother. She thought it was Photoshop, but it turned out to be true, Skinner said. Skinner then began searching Facebook for more information and saw Atani and Nandi had previously set up almost identical living situation with another young American woman. Child, you can't see. Oh my goodness. What really upset Skinner, she continued, was spotting Taylor in the video posted to the social network saying that she wasn't actually married to Keena Tanny. She was still considered herself to be his second wife. Now she's talking about she's married to this man and he can have as many wives as he wants. Oh my goodness, Skinner said in disbelief. Skinner eventually connected with a Jedburgh area resident in the comment section beneath the news article about the group. The couple had fought a losing battle about eviction from their patch of the woods. They got evicted from the woods? Oh, Lord. Come back to Texas. Come back to Texas. You've been gone for 3 months. You ain't been gone for a year, baby. Come back home and bring the baby with you. The Jedburgh resident suggested Skinner contact Scottish police and gave her a number, so she reported Taylor and her daughter, who turned a year old in June, missing. Taylor is believed to have flown to the UK on May 25th on a 6-month tourist visa that will mean her time is due to end in November. After that, then her aunts, she'll be forced to leave the country and return home to Texas. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. All because you think you grown. You is not grown, young lady. You better get back to Texas. Cult leaders. Whooping is an understatement. You know what I mean? I think it could be worse. Man, what is you doing? Living with these folks got me looking crazy on the news, man. All right, here's a freestyle.
I told ninjas chill.
Just don't say I told people chill.
They don't call me red for a reason. I catch you in every season. Niggas see me for a reason. Cause I'm with God. Tell niggas chill.
No. You can't say I told niggas chill. No. Don't fold. You folding on camera? I told you you just can't say I told niggas chill. That's all you just can't say I told niggas chill. Bro, your first freestyle, you said I told niggas chill. Back to back to back to back to back.
All right, I tell niggas chill.
No, you can't start like that. Nah, bro, if you gonna freestyle for me, you can't say I told niggas chill no more. Anything but that line.
Where you find them from?
No.
Where you find them from?
Go ahead.
You want to record niggas? Where you find them from?
Okay.
You want to hear gangsta? I'ma give it to them. Pause. I tell niggas chill.
No. come on. What are you doing?
I'm a ghost writer.
All right, you're a ghost
I
writer.
write for Drake. I
Yeah.
tell niggas.
No, no.
Basically, just tell me
No,
you want your nigga.
no, I'm saying, let me hear something different than I told niggas chill. You've been saying that.
Watch this.
All right, go ahead. Don't say that. Just don't say that. I'm recording you. You say you was nice.
I ain't gotta say that I'm nice though. I've been here for 43 years. Matter of fact, 44. Anybody talking like the hot wanna be hot. I don't give a damn, nigga. Put the teapot on.
Yeah.
Somebody probably bowling, have some shit in the head. Niggas wanna be dead. Now you gonna give me some 50-cent shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. I'm from Brooklyn. And everybody talking about the hands hooked in, but they ain't doing shit because the hands ain't moving. Tell niggas chill.
No! It's over. That's it. I'm done.
Oh, snap. All right. Okay. All right. That was funny to me. All right. Ben and Ronaldo been going back and forth. I thought this was kind of unexpected, but apparently Ronaldo said something to Ben first.
So, well, what do we have here? Look like nigga. Bigger. Move right back. Let you see. I don't want to see what bro and them talking about, man.
That's when every streamer should go on vacation. Ben Don says once Kai Cenat goes live for Mafiathon 3, that's when every streamer should go on vacation.
I know, Cop.
I'm not gonna lie, this gotta be the most one of the most dick riding.
First of all, gang, I don't give a fuck if you joking, trolling, none of that. Why is you doing that? Why is you doing that, gang? Sorry, we ain't never really spoke. Like I don't speak to you, gang. Like I speak to them members, you know what I'm saying? Silky, PVM, you know what I'm saying? Banks, all like I speak to the members. We never really, you know what I'm saying? I don't know you, gang. You don't know me, you know what I'm saying? I don't get he the only one control, or I can't troll too. Okay, let's see.
Don says once Kai Cenat goes live for Mafiathon 3, that's when every streamer should go.
First of all, I don't know why the fuck anybody even care what the fuck I say, period. I don't know why niggas even give a fuck. This clip got, right now, it's at like 4 M's. Like, who the fuck give a fuck if Ben-Ronaldo said this, which I'm trolling too, so let's go. I know, Cop.
I'm not gonna lie, this gotta be the most one of the most dick riding things ever. Maybe for you gotta go on vacation. But I'm not gonna lie, this is some dick riding shit. Like, what are you talking about?
He's subathon. Bro, you slick feel passionate about that, don't it, gang? You had like I said, Lil Ronaldo gotta go on. You had like I said, you need to quit streaming, gang. Like I addressed you, fool. You had like I added you, gang. Did I add you? Or was that a random tweet from my stream with my folks? Why y'all keep saying he cringe? Like I don't know.
And I seen another clip because the first clip that I seen was him pull up him talking about Kai, and he said it sounded like you hating on Kai. I was like, why is Ben-Ronaldo talking about stable Ronaldo right now? But I didn't see it, so now I have the full thing. Hold on, let me see Kai. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, he said, yeah, here it is. No. Oh, hold on. No, that ain't it. Yeah, this was it.
Bro, Slick don't fuck with Kai. Cause I'm like, I watched this clip.
Oh shit, bro. How much V-Bucks is he gonna cost?
I watched this, chat. I should have my own skin by now. I'm a pro player.
Fucking rat.
Look, he locked in, chat.
How much money do you think it costs to rent out this whole area?
Who gives a fuck? Just watch, nigga. Who cares? Look at him, skin crawling. High on energy drinks.
I will be honest with you though, I am a little bit biased. I'm a little bit sad. I don't know how
biased and sad means I'm hating. You ain't like that, did you? You don't like it. You don't like that, do you? Hold on, let's finish. I'm gonna get into it in a second. He don't like it, do it. This is what he He don't like it, do it. Hold on. Go back, man.
So yeah, Ben was pretty much on Stable Ronaldo. Said, I think this is like one of the more random streamer back and forth. But this is also like Ben, you're officially a streamer now. Next thing. Happy belated Kobe Bryant. It was my cousin's birthday as well. My cousin Brent been on the channel before. He was on when Kyron Lacey passed, and we talked about a few other things and stuff like that. He been on the channel. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe and support my brother, my cousin, actually. My cousin Brent, it was his birthday as well. So happy birthday to Kobe and Brent. But yeah, with that being said, I guess on his birthday, Kwame Brown just started like ranting about Tracy McGrady, because I guess Tracy McGrady's been saying a lot lately, like I rivaled Kobe like in the 2000s, and scoring wise they did. Like it was 1A, 1B of who was the best scorer in the 2000s between him and Kobe. In terms of overall actual player, I think it was Kobe, and it wasn't even close. Like Tracy was a great scorer, but Kobe was like all defensive team. He's one of the better defenders in the league. You know, obviously winning was the thing. T-Mac couldn't get out the first round in his prime and things of that sort. So yeah, with that being said, Kwame Brown took it upon himself on his stream, on his YouTube channel. Y'all subscribe to Kwame Brown Bust Life, by the way, about Tracy McGrady.
Even he said you were lazy. You would get hurt in workouts. Nobody even touching your soft self. You getting hurt and cramping up and passing out in workouts. But you want to compare yourself to Kobe now that he dead. Why you ain't compare yourself to Kobe while he was alive, so he could talk about some of them workouts y'all had where he'll make you quit? Why don't you talk about that? Why don't you talk about when you and Bean used to work out together? You want to call him your brother. That Bean would make you quit, would make you say uncle. And now you want to compare yourself to him now that he can't defend himself. You little crybaby. You want to rewrite history. Well, if I was, imagine Kwame Brown saying that. Well, if I was to trade places with Kenya and went to play with Jason Kidd, where I could use my athleticism and just run and jump and dunk and then post up, I would, and not play with Gilbert Arenas, I would have been in a better position. Not play with Michael Jordan.
Not play with Gilbert Arenas is hilarious. All right. Sorry.
Would have been in a better position. Not play with Michael Jordan. You think I wouldn't have won? You don't get to do that, you crybaby. You not like that. You not in that status. Were you a hell of a player? Yes. Could somebody chuck you in the back and rattle you? Yes. Could they get physical with you and you quit? Yes. You had team after team and chance after chance, and you never stepped up to the plate. So it don't matter if you would have had Shaq. Shaq would have got hurt in the final. You would have got hurt right behind him. Oh, tell the truth.
He ain't lying, bro. Kwame ain't lying, bro. People be getting on me because I defend Kwame Brown. People be getting on me because I defend Kwame Brown. Kwame be speaking the truth. Now, I don't believe everything Kwame says. Like, he be on some like high conspiracy stuff. Like he brought on Judge Joe Brown, and a lot of times during the last election cycle, and he was calling Kamala all types of names. And I'm like, what does this have to do with the election? Like, this is counterproductive. This isn't even, you know what I'm saying? So like everything Kwame says or does, I don't co-sign, but the general thing of Kwame popping his stuff and talking back to people, I'm totally for it. And people say, I don't like it because he was quiet his whole career. Okay. Say you played a 13-year NBA career or whatever. Probably part of the reason why he lasted in the NBA so long is because he didn't say anything. If Kwame was complaining and responding to everybody that was calling him a bust or saying you trash, you this, you that, man, them teams wouldn't have given him chances. Excuse me. The Bobcats wouldn't have given him a chance late in his career to complete seasons 9 through 13 or however long it was and stuff like that. Kwame had a double-digit NBA season career, and it wouldn't have been the case if he would have been talking out in addition to being Kwame Brown. it would have been just a huge distraction, right? Like we're seeing the same thing in football with Shador. Like the whole Shador situation and stuff like that, it is what it is. But I think about it, I think one of the reasons why Buddy slipped and people didn't want to take him and this and that is because Shador is loud. Like everywhere Shador goes, it's Shador, Shador, Shador. Like the kids yelling, like he done went to the Eagles practice. The kids at the Eagles practice, Shador, Shador, Shador. He played the game, the preseason game today. He played all the way in the fourth quarter into the last 2-minute warning and stuff like that. And they let Huntley run the 2-minute drill. They won the game and stuff like that. They go into the locker room after the last preseason game. He the last quarterback pretty much on the active roster that's expected to make the 52-man roster. Who are they yelling for? They ain't yelling for the starter. They ain't yelling for Joe Flacco. They yelling for Shador. It's too much attention. It's too much attention for what you're getting, right? So it's like with Kwame Brown, it would have been too much attention if he would have been responding and talking the way he's talking now while he was playing. It wouldn't have given that man no 13 years in the league. And then because of that, you don't get your benefits, your lifelong benefits. You don't get this. You don't get your insurance. You don't get all of the above. Kwame had to do what he had to do to survive and continue to support his family for the rest of his life, generational wealth for the rest of his life, all of those things, right? So because of that, Kwame has the right to respond to people who've been talking about him and using him as a puncher bag publicly for 20 years. Kwame was drafted in 2001? And he didn't say anything until 2021 when Matt Barnes brought it up again on All the Smoke, and they started laughing. Yeah, Kwame Brown, bro, buzz, Kwame Brown. And he responded, now Kwame the bad guy? Nah, forget that, bro. Kwame is retired. He was minding his business in the middle of Warner Robins, Georgia, and won't nobody this and that. Now he respond to everybody, make some money off of it, make a whole nother name and a media career off of it. And he, like SSB was talking about with Tracy, a clout chaser, but people put the clout chaser label on Kwame. Kwame was bothering nobody. He was just doing YouTube as a hobby, whatever. Woo. It goes viral because, he responded to Matt Barnes and them on All the Smoke 20 years after the fact, after everybody started making fun of him. And then he started responding to everybody that said something about him. Stephen A., Gilbert, this person, that person. He started responding to all of them. He starts responding to all of them. Now he's a bad guy. Now he's a clout chaser. Now he's lame. He's whack. He's this, that. All right. I'll let y'all be in a situation where y'all getting taught about 20 years in a row as a punching bag, as a running joke of whatever industry you work in, and then see if you ain't going to say nothing. Especially if you get paid to respond to them. Man, what? Shout out Kwame Brown. Keep doing your thing, man. Kwame Brown Bust Life. Subscribe right now, bro. And this is the last thing, bro. This is a stand-up comedian speaking about Caitlin Clark. I watched like the first minute of this, and I was just like, let me react to it on stream. So they say Honolulu. Okay, I'm just making sure this ain't no, because it looked like a professionally shot stand-up special. It might ruin the entire stream. GG's if it does. It's been good. I still have the stream on the files downloaded and stuff like that. I can edit around and upload the clips later. But yeah, this is the last thing of the night, and then we out of here. Y'all have a great night.
Angel Reese, who y'all rooting for? Angel Reese. You root for Angel Reese? You don't like Caitlin? Strong white couple like yourselves? What about these lesbians? Who are you rooting for? Angel? Really? But they make it seem like everybody love Caitlin. You know what I think is crazy is how polarizing that is. Like we really be arguing about which like one is Bane and the other one is Batman. And the media is perpetrating all that shit. And then the women, I didn't expect y'all to fight about it though. I just thought like, oh, finally we give about the WNBA, everybody would be happy. The women were like, what about me though? They've been fighting the girl and beating the shit out of her. They've been rough on Caitlin. She's not having the path I thought she was gonna have. I didn't know women were that catty. I really thought women were gonna be like, yes, finally cameras and people give a.
Nah. He said. Okay. All right. 1 minute in. Obviously, the league has always been physical, and Caitlyn bringing her light and her following and stuff like that is just a bunch of more people watching how physical the league has always been.
You get 2 WNBA tickets with your Subway footlong.
All right, bro.
They be like, "What kind of sandwich you want?" You be like, "We get a spicy Italian." You want to go to the WNBA game? When is it? In 10 minutes? Yeah. I'm gonna be busy. Just take a sandwich with you and go in the game. Yeah. We give you $20. I gotta stay the whole time. That's how bad it was. Now we care. People really argue like, no, this.
I was talking to somebody this weekend, and they were saying, "Is this the Dream's like most important game in franchise history?" And I was like, "The Dream been to like 3-4 finals. Like, what are you talking about?" And he said, "Yeah, but that's an old WNBA. Like, that doesn't like really count because the game is much better now and people pay attention to it." I was like, the game is always, to me, has always been good. It's always been a thing. I definitely think skill level with a lot of individual players has kind of been upped and things of that sort. But the fundamentals and just a quality game has always been present in the WNBA from its inception, from my childhood up and stuff like that. I wanted to say that because I don't know. I just feel like that's the thing that people are like, oh, nobody cared. And now we watching the game. It's always been like this. Y'all just late.
Like I had one of the most heated arguments I've ever had recently outside of a restaurant. They almost didn't let us come in and eat because we was yelling while we were waiting to get called in there. And I was like, man, they need to stop being mean to Caitlyn. They need to get out the way and let that hit for 102 points and break a record so then we all give a. And my homegirl was like, nah, yeah, it's other stars in the league. She got to earn her like everybody else. I said, we don't give a about them other girls. She's like, and that's what's wrong with it now. I said, no, that's not what's wrong with it. What's wrong with it? Y'all got a ticket for somebody to watch, like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, when the NBA was failing, and they did exactly what they supposed to, put them on 2 different coasts and make that shit the same rivalry it was in college. But girls are like, that, I'm on my period. I'll kill this.
All right.
I think they missed their opportunity because even though there's 2 arguments to that, both of us were still talking about the same. Like we were actually invested in the conversation. I have never argued about the WNBA before in my life. Something's happening that I'm outside going, Angel Reese ain't got. I should not care. I shouldn't care. I'll be like, Angel Reese look like she can take, and that's as far as I should give a. But now I'm like, how many rebounds did you get today? Like something happened.
Respect, Angel.
And ladies, you guys need to, for real, no matter what side you on, I'll tell you right now, they done already this off. Okay, because all the men that have been arguing about this, as soon as we hear ba 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 ba, we be like, move! The football game is on. Yeah. What about Angel Reese? What about Angel Reese? Move! Russell Wilson on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to see his choke again. He got to choke again. Russell Wilson. He got to choke again. What about Caitlin Clark? And what did Ryan Clark say about his football team he used to be on? Get out of here. I mean, as soon as there's a snap of football, we're not going to give a. How many rebounds did Angel Reese get? I don't give a. How many yards did the running back get today? Do you know his name? I don't. And I don't need to know it. Number 28. He be running hard in the mother. We don't even be knowing the football players. We're like, that's goal right there. He goal. Look how he did that move. If they want people to care about the WNBA, they're going to have to let Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese play for the Raiders.
All right,
that, I'll be like, here's some cold right here. Angel Reese had 11 tackles. She shut the middle of the infield down, linebacker with.
All right, bro. Oh, sorry.
Caitlin Clark out there, they got her a tight end. She done broke records. She broke Rob Gronkowski's record. She's stiff arming grown men. Take her helmet off. We're like, is that Rob Gronkowski?
Oh, yeah. Not too much on Caitlin either. Shout out CC.
Oh man, yeah, football coming back, man. All that over with now. WNBA.
All right, well, that's it. That's all I have, man. Y'all take care of yourselves as always. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you're new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs, man. Shouts out SSB. Shouts out Big Nate for holding it down in the chat tonight. You guys have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Have a good day. If nobody else told you today, I care for you. I appreciate all y'all. Y'all have a good Sunday. All of the things. I will be live tomorrow at some point. What time? I don't know. The world may never know. But I'll be live because I'm live each and every single day on this channel. So stay tuned. All of the good things. And peace out.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.